I think you guys are going to enjoy this game. It featured two brilliant moves. I'm going to give you a chance to pause and see if you can find them. One of them actually happened in this position right here. It's white to play. And just to clarify, when I say brilliant move, I'm talking about the classification on chess.com where it gives you the two exclamation marks. I'm not calling my own moves brilliant. Somebody commented, saying that, and that made me laugh, but that's not what's happening, okay? Chess.com said they were brilliant. That's all I'm going for. So I'm going to show you this game. It's a short game, but it was a fun one. You're going to appreciate this. There's even an opening trap you're going to get to see against the French defense. Lots of cool stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look. So against the French defense, if you want to get some quick and easy wins, pay attention to this trap. Play bishop to e3. This is the Alapin gambit. And a lot of people are either going to take you right away, and then if you play f3, they're going to defend, or they might bring out the knight right away like this person did and then take you. But a lot of times you get this position regardless, and you can just take it. And they're probably going to take you thinking that they have a little sneaky trick here. And you just go bishop d3, and I usually try to play this move as quickly as I can. And a lot of people, I think like, oh, he wasn't thinking, or he pre-moved it or whatever. And they think that you missed this move, right? Like queen h4, because normally this is pretty dangerous. Especially when the knight's on e4. There's a very common tactic of queen h4 check, g3, they take you, and if you take back, bam, you lose your rook, right? That looks good for black, right? But it's a trap, okay? And the reason it's a trap is because after g3, they take you. We don't take back and lose our rook. Wait for it. Bishop to f2. Okay, this is a trap. You pin the knight. They can no longer take you. They take you now, you say, thank you very much, I'll just take your queen. So you're basically going to win this piece. Sometimes they'll try to defend with the bishop, and then you have to bring the queen out to keep attacking it one more time. And then next move, you can take the knight. Some people also go queen h6, I think, to try to get tricky and come down here. Don't panic. There's a couple things that you can do. Bishop e3 is one of them. Just make the queen move. And then you can take this if you want. Or what I like to do personally is take it, let them go here, bring your queen back, okay? They're going to take you going for this, and then you just play knight to d2. The reason I like this is because you have all these pieces out. You're going to get the rook on the open file, and I don't know. I just like it. My rooks are involved. My bishops are involved. My knight's coming out. You can castle if you need to, or you can just leave the king. The queen can go here, whatever. It's a great position. All right, back to the game. So I wanted to show you that if you want to try that trap, it's a lot of fun. Okay, so here we go. They decide, you know what? I'm going. I'm leaving. Goodbye. I take it. They develop. Now, why didn't they take my pawn right away? Well, it's defended tactically. I go bishop to b5 check, unleashing the discovered attack on the queen. If they try to defend the queen and block the check, doesn't help them, right? This is a pin. You cannot actually take my queen. Okay? So, my pawn is defended from the queen. So they are attacking it by going knight to c6. Now it actually is being attacked. So I just defended it again. And now we have the same thing. If they try to take and then take with the queen, bishop b5 check, will win the queen. Okay? So bishop to d6. I traded, brought my other knight out. They go a6. I'm not sure why. I guess they were worried about some of these moves maybe. And I went queen e2. They took me. I took. They took. And I castled. Now this is the dream. Okay, this is like the perfect position as far as I'm concerned. I love playing games like this. I have all my pieces are developed, even the queen. I've castled. I have a rook lined up on my opponent's queen. My king is safe. I have a queen lined up on my opponent's king. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 files that I can use for my rooks to attack. I mean, this is amazing. Oh, by the way, black is not developed. This is just perfect. And I'm up a piece. I don't know if I said that already. I'm up a piece too. Like, for a couple of pawns, but who cares, right? Like, this is just great. So already I'm feeling good about the game. However, after queen b4, you have to figure out, okay, how do you proceed? Like, how do you actually win the game even though you have a good position, right? So I started to scan and I'm thinking, okay, where is black, weakest at? And the first move that came to my mind was knight to d5. I'm like, all right, I would jump in. This is a pin. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to attack the queen. I'm threatening here. But then you can just go queen a5. And I'm like, all right, what do I actually have here? Like, is this really that great of a position? And there's some crazy stockfish moves, which we'll come back to maybe later, but I didn't see what to do. So I'm like, okay, let me go queen to e5 first, attacking here, because now if I do this, guess what? You can't stop this fork, even if you defend with the queen, because my queen is attacking. Also, I'm attacking over here. And I thought to myself, if black castles, they're going to get checkmated. They're just going to get checkmated. Somehow, some way, the rooks are coming over. Maybe I was thinking about sacking. Stockfish says yes, that actually does win. And I'm curious now why. You bring the rook over, threatens checkmate. They try to stop you. and then you come up, you're coming over. Oh yeah, this is just nasty. You're coming here, so knight to d5. I mean, you could just see it's pretty bad, right? So I didn't think they would castle into that. And I was right. They played f6. Okay, so now I have two options. Queen takes c7 and queen h5 check. Stockfish likes both of them. I liked both of them too as I was thinking about it. This one's pretty nice. Just keeps the queen on the 7th rank, gets a free pawn. This one's also nice because it forces the king to move. Because if you play g6, guess what? Boom. Here's the tactic that we saw earlier, kind of that black was trying to do to me. But now I do it to them. You can't take. I take the rook. Okay. So they don't want to do that. They played king f8. Now, this is the moment where I played the first brilliant move. Now, it wasn't the best move in the position, but it still got the brilliant mark. So if you would like to pause, what do you think I played here, or what would you play? All right, if you had a chance to look at that, the move that I played was bishop to b5. Now, why would I play such a ridiculous-looking move like bishop to b5? Well, first and foremost, I want to unleash my rook to go down to d8. Okay, I would like to just move my rook there, and black's going to be in big trouble. Take this. Also, I'm threatening checkmate. So I immediately create two threats at the same time. Okay, so if you just try to take my bishop, you only dealt with one threat. You didn't deal with the other one. I come down. Thank you very much. I take the rook. I'm in a winning position. All right. So how does black stop both of those threats at the same time? That's kind of the question. And they actually found a nice move, queen to e7, which defends the checkmate and also defends d8. Okay, so the queen does a great job there. Now, if you're wondering, the best move in the position, according to Stockfish, was bishop to g6. And it's a similar idea that we're threatening rook to d8. But after the queen defends, the idea is that now my bishop cannot be captured. This is a pin. The bishop can just sit there, and I can just keep bringing in pieces and attacking. Whereas going back to my move, after this, I have to think up something quick because otherwise he's just going to take my bishop, right? So I put myself in that position. That's why Stockfish liked g6. Although I still got the brilliant move because it was a nice little sacrifice. Okay, so I'm like, well, I guess I should save the bishop. So I move back. d5, bishop b3. Bishop to b7 is attacking my rook. Side question, where would you move your rook to? Well, if you said rook to e1, I think that's probably the best spot. It has an immediate target, and it kind of sets up some things in the future. You could have also probably gone here or here. Nothing really wrong with that, but I think this one was the best. These are kind of the two files where you really want your rooks at this moment. So the rook comes over, black plays e5, and right here we have the second brilliant move, and I think you're going to appreciate this one. It actually basically finishes off the game in a couple of moves. What move do you play here as white? Well, if you had a chance to look at that, this is the moment where you sacrifice the rook. And I know that wasn't quite as good as Levy's, but the rook. Sacrifice the rook, okay? And what's happening here? First of all, if you take with the queen, we've deflected it from f7, and we have checkmate. Okay, great. If you take with the pawn, do you guys see what we've done now? If you said we've opened the f file, you are correct. And now this guy slides over, and look at these diagonal pieces. This is amazing. The bishop and the queen are slicing across. The king cannot move. You can sacrifice your bishop if you want to. You don't have to, but you can. Or you can go queen here. And what's the final blow? That's correct. You take the queen with check, and then you go for the checkmate. Beautiful game. Beautiful sacrifice at the end here. Nice little tactics puzzle. I thought you guys would appreciate that. You got a trap you can use against the French defense, and hopefully this helped you kind of think through some things as far as like how to attack when you're in a good position, right? Because I think right around here, I could see a lot of people kind of messing this up, not knowing how to proceed. And if you wait too long and you don't like start creating threats right away, black's going to go bishop d7 and castle, and their position is not going to be that bad, right? If you have to place like some endgame where the pawns like start pushing down the board, that's not ideal. So you want to strike quickly when you have the advantage. And this is definitely the moment in the game when we have the advantage. So you have to look for those opportunities right away. Stockfish is also rook hg1. Putting pressure here would be another way. And after something like g6, now knight d5 is even more powerful because you're threatening here, and on f6. Okay, so a lot going on, but I hope that was helpful to you guys. Thanks for watching. As always, stay sharp, play smart, and take care.